Okay, so we're back with episode 2 of Building Buddy. We finally shipped our new version last week, but the results weren't that great, and I'll get into why. Basically, retention dropped and people were leaving early. So we had a major problem. We cut down our onboarding, and we thought that removing the friction would help, but instead, it didn't really work out, and it just made things worse. But we found out one thing that was really cool. And it might seem obvious, but people who talked to Buddy stayed longer. What I mean by that is more chats equals more likely to come back or stay a power user. So that became our signal. And we had to take a step back and really understand and figure out, okay, how we can make sure that more people have an amazing experience with Buddy the first time they open it. So after talking to a few friends, the answer was clear. We needed to increase time to value. Basically, get users to chat ASAP. So we talked about the importance of this last week. Basically, people who got to our aha moment, which is sending 3+ messages, are more likely to stay. So our goal is to then make sure that people and users chat to their buddy really quickly, and that is the main reason why we're focusing on this. So another problem arises though, right? We have some features that come before that, but we need to get rid of it. And this is a challenge because there is a feature that is really beloved by people called Custom Buddy. So basically, if you don't remember, users take a photo of their dog and then that dog photo becomes their custom buddy. Again, I thought this would be our #1 used feature, and some people really do like it. This is what I thought would happen. Every user uses it, user growth explodes. But in reality, only 28% of users made a custom buddy and 72% of users opted for default buddy. And this makes sense because people who download buddy, they may not have a dog, or waiting 20 to 30 seconds was too long. So that's why they just opted for the default buddy. But anyways, we realized that people don't want to customize as much. They want to chat right away because that is our core thing, our main thing. So what? Well, we used to have 24 screens, took 2+ minutes to get through and send their first chat. Then we reduced the last version to 17 screens, and the time went down to roughly 1 minute and 30 seconds. And now we want to do something completely different and reduce it to 5 screens. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for this next version. Less onboarding, like I just mentioned, fewer choices, and more value up front. And the next thing is making chat better. A lot of people do like our current chat, but what I noticed is information density. So the issue here is that long sentences just feel like homework, and it doesn't feel like you're talking to a friend or a buddy. And the fix is to implement a 1 bubble rule. Basically reduce the sentence per bubble. #2 is information to word ratio. So the issue here is that it still feels like a script, or it feels like a bot, not like a true friend. So we're going to do that by using more active listening and less prescriptive advice, and add more natural pauses, similar to how it would be like when you're texting a friend. And the last one is going to be choice paralysis. So the issue here is that you're asking a person who's struggling to make a decision. And the fix here is that we don't ask them all the time, but there's going to be better context awareness. So depending on how the user talks to their buddy, we're going to make sure that the responses are more appropriate and context dependent. Cool. So I see 2 scenarios playing out. 2 main scenarios are this: usage and retention go up. So this is what we want. And if this happens, we're going to continue to iterate, see how we can make Buddy more valuable for users. But if usage and retention go down even further, we're going to go back to V1 and then see how are we going to make sure that users get to chat with Buddy super fast. Those are the 2 main scenarios that we envision will happen. Cool. So more updates to come. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.